Okay, so room 4 hearts, which is trump contract of course, and usually in a trump contract you want to think about the losers you have between the two hands, and you want to try and reduce the number of losers. That's usually the easier way of attacking a trump contract. Now there are, largely speaking, 3 ways to reduce the number of losers you have. You can finesse them, you can dump them, or you can trump them. Now the first option, finesse them, that essentially means trap an opponent so they can't win their queen or king or whatever, and you've got rid of that loser by it being positionally in the right place. You could also, of course, drop the loser if you play ace-king and the queen drops. That's essentially the same thing as a finesse. It's not a finesse, but it's the same kind of category of ways of reducing losers. The opponent's cards get trapped, effectively. The second option of dumping losers, that's essentially discarding them. So you have a long winning suit and you can throw losers away because you play your ace-king-queen of something and you throw another suit away. And the final option is trumping losers. That's when you have shortage in one of your hands and you use the shortage and trump in your losers, reducing the number of losers in that suit by using your roughs to get rid of a potential problem side suit. So in this instance, looking at this hand from left to right, from dummies left to right I suppose I should say, hearts we have one potential loser, the queen, so we could finesse that or drop that, depends on who's got the queen, how many they've got, etc. I'll come back to that in a second. Spades, we have 2 losers, but we have a third loser in hand that we're going to need to trump on the dummy. So we need to think carefully about, because we're looking from our hand's perspective, we could lose 3 spade tricks. If the queen loses to the ace or king, which is very likely, we've then got 2 further spade losers. On the third round, of course, we could trump a spade, but we need to be aware that we need to have a trump on the dummy to do that. Diamonds, we've got 2 losers. We've got the ace, and then 2 small opposite 2 small. The diamonds are a big problem. We've no real way of trumping the diamonds or finessing / dropping any diamonds. The diamonds are too weak to do any finessing or anything. So it looks like the diamonds, we're going to win 1, lose 2, simple as that. However, we could throw some losers away, which leads me nicely into the clubs, which is the clubs we have no losers, and in fact we have overhanging winners. What I mean by overhanging winners is we're going to have cards that are winning tricks when the other hand has run out. So when the ace and jack of clubs have gone from this hand, and we play the king and queen of clubs, they're 2 winners that are hanging over our hand. We can throw losers away. So it looks like we're going to potential of a finesse or a drop for the queen of hearts. We've got a potential to trump a spade, and we've also got a potential to discard losers on the clubs. Now the losers we should look to discard on the clubs are these diamonds. These diamonds are horrid. So this is going to be about order of operations. We're going to have to be careful that we get the discards early before we lose the lead. Because the opponents have led the king of diamonds, they've immediately attacked our ace of diamonds. So if we lose the lead, they're going to win their 2 diamond tricks immediately. So we need to get rid of these diamonds quite early doors. Often discarding losers can be a time critical thing. You need to discard them quickly before the opponents get them. So in this instance, we're going to have to be careful about how we manage the clubs to be able to discard the diamonds, where we get the lead in order to get rid of this diamond problem. If we think about the total losers we have, we're going to lose maybe the queen of hearts, 2 spades certainly, maybe a third spade, and 2 diamonds certainly. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/6 losers. Big problem when we can only afford to lose 3. We need to shed these diamonds quickly, because if we get rid of the diamond problem, we'll have 2 spades and a heart to lose, maybe, and then maybe a third spade which we'll have to trump. So even if we get rid of the diamonds, we've still got work to do. So this is going to come down to the layout of the hearts, who's got the queen, how many do they have, can we avoid losing the queen of hearts, and playing our clubs carefully to get rid of our diamond losers in order to get our losers down from kind of 5, 6-ish down to more of a manageable 3 level. Of course we need 3 losers or fewer in order to make our game contract. We did know this game would be marginal when we bid it. It was optimism from West to jump to 4 hearts instead of inviting, so it's going to be a bit tricky, but that's kind of to be expected. Now for this trick, we clearly have to take the ace of diamonds. We're planning to get rid of 2 diamond losers, so we have to win this diamond right now, and we're going to think carefully about how to get rid of those diamond losers in a second. But for now, we have no option. The king of diamonds lead is very good for the opponents. It's forced our hand. We have to take the ace. So in this immediate decision, we're going to take the ace. Of course, it's good to think about the whole hand, but for now, we're going to play the ace, and then we're going to think about how to discard the diamonds in a sec.